So for the last 6 years, my internet price went from a lower $50 budget on the lowest end from a short on a really short. The internet speed wasn't great, but then it was still workable, and it was on a budget I can afford it. And then now the price went up to 75 on a two years contract, and it was going up to $85 on the value plan, no less. And that's how much they jacked up the price, and then they removed the lower option. They keep removing the lower end option, and then Shaw and Telus, and then there's no choice but to go for a smaller company. And I've been actively searching for a company that will give me more power as a consumer. And Oxio has been a wonderful option because not only do they not have bad review about sending collector agency at people, the next budget option in my local province is not good. The review coming in, a lot of complaints about it. But the Oxio is up and up. And now I'm testing it out for like 2 months now, right? And the internet speed is about as same as consistent as Shaw. So I want to give a share along to tell my experience one more time about how important it is that you opt in for no contract internet, because it gives you more power as a consumer, and you don't get forced into the constant price jack. And then they pull a lot of sales tactic on you. When I was exiting from a Shaw, they keep pestering me. Oh, why aren't you signing on when we're giving you such a deal? Well, the thing is, if I sign on to you, then the next 2 years, what's the price hike going to be like? Well, what kind of choice are you going to give me down the road? You're going to keep removing the budget option for me, and so, without a price jack, without a value plan attached, it might not be, in fact, the cheapest around, like Oxio. If you have a good value plan, and you have a big family, you need the speed, and Shaw is probably still better for you, right? But it depends on your needs. And for my one person individual, the needs is not that great. And then these are the options. And then okay, and then here's something about the awareness about Oxio, right? They are all internet company. So when you sign on, you need to have a cell phone with a text plan. And in Canada, since this is a budget internet, the cell phone with a text plan is pretty cheap when you go for a set like a 7-Eleven. Is in all of Canada. Or a text only plan is only $35 for a whole year, right? So that's pretty cheap. But then you need a cell phone, and then you need a text in order to sign up, because there are only two ways to contact you isn't by phone number. They never call you by a telephone with an agent. What happened was when I was signing up, I found out that they only do chat. So when you talk to them, you either go through a Instagram chat channel or on their website in a customer service hours. So the customer service maybe so far they have been very responsive speed time wise. Every time I call them, they respond in a couple of seconds. You would think that if you just type in the Instagram chat or Facebook chat, they won't respond as rapidly, or they don't feel compelled to do so, right? Because compared to talking to a live person with a Shaw and Telus, but then that's not the case. They're quite on top of it. Every time I go on the official website and there's a chat option, and I ask a question, someone always reply back. So there's no worry about not being able to wish anyone that way. But you are talking by text only. That's the thing. You are only communicating with them through text. You're never in any capacity where you're talking to a live person on the mic. And if that's not something that you're comfortable with, you have to look into that. And then there's also a thing where, like, when you go after a smaller company, they contract our technicians. And for my area, Oxio, they uses the Shaw existing telephone, the optic line. And then for my personal experience, because I signed in for Shaw, then I'm familiar with them for more than a decade, and I don't experience a internet disruption. Then I figured that there's no harm done, since they're using the same line anyway. So yeah, so far in the two months, there's absolutely no disruption or disconnection in my area. It's the same. You don't actually get any difference. Okay, and then as previously mentioned, I also didn't need a technician to enter my house when I switched to Oxio, because I signed up for Shaw, and they could just do it remotely, and so that's pretty easy. But then they do mail the equipment package to you separately, and then if you didn't catch it with a Canada Post, and then it will go to the mailbox, and you'll go to the post office to grab it. And it's not like when a technician come over and then they hand deliver it to you. Other than that, it was quite expedient. The package came within 7-10 days of ordering online. And for the first month, because I signed on to with referral, the referral allowed the first month to go free. So I was only charged the second month. I was only billed the second month. So even for the first month, for the whole month, you don't have to worry about bill. And when you sign up, you need the credit card. Yeah, a credit card. They will bank you on a credit card first, and then but then afterward you can use a banking bill service, and the instructions on the net on how to do this. And that's it. I'm growing more comfortable with just the test only customer service because of how responsive they've been. And there's something that you need to look into if your area is experiencing constant disconnection, right? You have to know that the Oxio they don't have in-house technician, they hire out, so they contact a third party technician to do the work. So whether there's a delay, more of a wait time compared to Shaw, where it's in-house and they're on call, you have to factor that in, whether going after a smaller company is the right decision for you as well. Because there is an internet review where they're saying how the technician came late and came at an excessively slow amount of time, and it is not the same as TELUS or Shaw in this department. You have to gauge your own needs, and then that's all. If you are interested in the Oxio, check out my referral code for 1 month free, and then okay, happy internet budget hunting. Thank you.